Bonjour à tous, c'est Sylvain Tangueli pour le prochain match contre les Nuggets. Alors voilà, ça fait un petit moment que je n'ai plus fait de vidéo à cause de l'école. Alors voilà, donc nous avons 19 victoires d'affilée ainsi qu'un bilan de 36 à 2 défaites. Alors voilà, c'est parti.
The 2K Sports pregame show.
This is 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson. Welcome to the NBA. We're joined by the legends, Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Tonight we'll see the Denver Nuggets playing against the Golden State Warriors. A good role continuing right now for the Warriors. Over the first half of the season, we've gotten a good sense of what this team is capable of. When they're on, which they have been consistently, they are an excellent unit. Hey, let's talk about a guy we'll be watching tonight. The Manimal, Kenneth Faried. Just a madman on the floor and is perhaps one of the most active players.
Alors je tiens à signaler que le match est chez les Nuggets, donc c'est en extérieur. Les Nuggets qui je pense n'a pas un bon bilan de saison.
Thanks for joining us live for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joined by my colleagues Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We are in the Mile High City, Denver, Colorado.
Ok, donc le 5 de base, Thompson, Curry, Barnes, Green et Bogut. Voici le coup d'envoi. Ah, il est chez moi 12h12.
You know, chemistry-wise, I agree with you, Clark, because he was a glue guy. You know, he's a guy that kind of held things together for them in a few areas, and so not having him around might take some getting used to.
Voilà, Thompson à 3 points. Thompson qui a aussi, comme Stephen Curry, de très bonnes stats de saison par rapport aux autres saisons. Voilà, faute de Klay Thompson justement.
And just as J.J. Hickson seemed to be finding some rhythm in his career, Clark, last season happened. His production dropped like a rock.
Yeah, you know, Kevin, after 2 straight years where he was starting, last season he was asked to come off the bench. And for J.J. Hickson, that just did not seem to be a good fit.
And Hickson drops them both.
Voilà, 2 sur 2 pour le joueur des Nuggets qui remet donc le score à 3-2.
Highlighted those flaws.
Finish off the break.
In that tight, with that much of an advantage height-wise, there's just not a lot the defense could do.
Now the dish to Bogut, stolen by Faried.
Voilà, encore une perte de balle de Curry. Alors, temps mort.
Talking about Hickson, every time you count him out, he surprises you with a streak of inspired play. Then every time you count him back in, he puts up a dud. Hard guy to figure out right now.
And the Warriors decide to take their first time out here. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
And the way they attacked the basket in that game was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to get demoralized and deflated.
It was unreal. I mean, after a while, the defenders seem to just wave the white flag.
Yeah, like you said, I mean, that's what will happen when a team continues to attack the basket and come away with layups. The defense tends to...
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Mike Malone had a few moments to share with me. A big factor in this game, he said, is how well they do to contain the young shooter Klay Thompson, saying Thompson can really give you trouble coming off screens. We've got to have all-out energy fighting to stay on his hip, and then we need to pressure on the ball handler to try and delay the pass. Kevin, both jobs are hard.
All right, Doris. Here's Moutier. He really played well in that last game against Charlotte. Thompson inside the line, and another basket for Golden State.
And a really good way to start the game. He's a guy who, if he gets it going early, he's going to give you problems.
Pulls it from the elbow. Moutier, no good.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Ouh, voilà un beau alley-oop de Thompson sur Barnes. Voilà donc maintenant le score qui s'élève à 9-6 en faveur de l'équipe de Stephen Curry. Voilà, interception pour Damon Green qui va aller taper un petit dunk. Boom!
Kevin, I tell you what, when he gets to the rim like that, he's really hard to stop.
Yeah, he can get up a few notches higher, there's no doubt.
And that's how the game is played on the inside. You can play over the top. You've got a great advantage.
Here's 4. The Warriors making the shot. Will it go? Green with the block. They'll get another chance.
Voilà donc Green qui est en ce moment le roi du triple-double. Et Barnes encore qui va claquer un dunk. Assise de Klay Thompson.
They've got to be feeling better and better about the way this game is starting to play out now. So we'll see if they can close it out.
Here's Moutier. Harrison Barnes picking up that last basket. And it's Foy missing. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first.
And how about Harrison Barnes, the Black Falcon? I mean, he was a high school phenom in Ames, Iowa, and a lottery pick back in 2012 after 2 seasons at Carolina. Remember also in high school, he was a teammate of Dougie.
Voilà, donc il y aurait une faute de Stephen Curry, une faute sur interception. Curry qui ne fait pas un si bon début de match que ça par rapport aux autres matchs. Thompson, faute technique, conduite non fair play.
And taking a technical there is the last thing you want to do. The opposite of smart basketball.
Denver shooting their 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
Really was a slow start for Gallinari last season. Took him a while to get back to speed after missing all of the 2013-14 season with that torn ACL.
Voilà, donc il y a une faute technique pour grossièreté chez les Warriors.
Thompson passes to Barnes.
Green. Boom, voilà. 18-7 maintenant en faveur pour les Warriors. Une petite différence de 11 points. 9 points maintenant. Curry à 3 points, c'est raté. C'est assez rare pour lui quand même.
Former self near the end of the season.
Yeah, had that huge 47-point explosion towards the end of last season.
Voilà, Green 3 points qui mène au temps mort. Donc je disais Curry qui n'est pas dans son meilleur match.
And the Warriors put the ball in Thompson's hands a lot more last season. He ran the pick and roll and attacked the rim, taking more advantage of his size and ball handling ability at that off-guard position.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Hickson. Jason Smith comes in for Fareed. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Will Barton in for Randy Ford. Good. A break for Thompson. Last season, an uptick in his free throw attempts and his assists. And Clark, a reflection of his activity with the ball in his hand.
He's a complete player. Terrific offensive player. Outstanding defensively as well. And what I like about him is he never lacks for confidence. He stays aggressive at both ends of the floor. That's really how they're going to get back into this game, trim the lead. I mean, play tough defense, force some turnovers, and then push it to the other end.
And Clark, those steals allow you to play in the open floor.
The Nuggets trail by 8.
Voilà, très bonne défense des Warriors pour faire une sortie de balle. Mais cependant, qui est en faveur pour les Nuggets.
I mean, they've taken their rebounding to another level, getting physical and playing with a ton of energy.
Chandler outside. Over in the corner, Moutier from 13. They get it back.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter. How about the purpose with which he's crashing the backboards right now? Some hard-earned second chance points.
Covington's shot is off. Last outing for Denver, they won that game against Charlotte.
And they tailored a fantastic, I thought, offensive.
Voilà les Nuggets qui ne cessent de marquer sur toutes ces contre-attaques, qui sont surtout des paires de balles des Warriors. Covington. Et voilà, 2 points.
Never had an answer. Well, there's not a whole lot you can do about that move. That's just good offense. They were all over him, and he still managed to drain him.
Stolen away. And now it's Livingston running. He can go all the way.
Oh, voilà, très beau dunk de Livingston.
Really just straight to the basket with a full head of steam.
Well, if you're going to throw it down, make sure you throw it down with force.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Moutier dishes to Smith. Banked in off the glass. Smith's got his second bucket tonight.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Well, if you like offense, that's what you're getting here early on.
This has a little bit of playground feel to it, fellas. I mean, forget about defending. Just outscore the other team. Let it fly. They are not rotating nearly.
Alors 14 secondes, on va tenter la balle sur... Voilà, merde, pas de balle. Voilà, donc il reste 11 secondes. La balle est pour les Nuggets. Nous allons essayer de la récupérer. Voilà. On va tenter le tir avec Stephen Curry qui va rentrer tout de suite maintenant. Voilà. Donc le 5 de base est rentré de nouveau. Voilà. Donc Curry qui va tenter un petit 3 points en buzzer. Curry, boum, à 3 points presque en buzzer, mais ça ne l'est pas, malheureusement.
Second quarter getting ready to start up. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Warriors.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
So on the floor for Golden State to begin this second quarter. Green at the 4 with Bogut at the 5. He adds the Splash Brothers, Curry and Thompson at the guard spots, and it's Barnes at the 3.
And, you know, that's an example of how many plays we have in a game for which there's no stat. A monster dunk coming off just a terrific pick play.
Greg, you're right.
Curry à 3 points, c'est raté encore. Donc comme je vous le disais, Curry n'est pas dans sa meilleure forme. Balle déviée par Klay Thompson qui empêche de marquer. Mais voilà, c'est dedans. Alors on a les Nuggets qui se réveillent en cette deuxième partie de première mi-temps. Alors on va tenter un petit truc avec Curry. Curry à 3 points. Et voilà, c'est dedans.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
And Foy kicks to Gallinari. Makes it off the glass.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Warriors leading by 5. It's Curry outside. And another 3 for Golden State.
Et voilà, donc encore un autre 3 points pour Curry, qui maintenant est dans son match, je le pense, avec 30 points et 5 tirs sur 7 tirs réussis. Voilà, Curry qui va y claquer sûrement un 2. Non, même pas. Time out, Nuggets.
Some of the injuries over the years. Andrew Bogut, still one of the game's best shot blockers, averaging well over 2.5 a game in his career. And Greg, he protects the rim like few others can. A rugged player.
And in last season, almost 3 block shots per game. And with all the offensive firepower around him, I think it really allows him to play to his strengths. That's why having a great team is about pieces of the puzzle fitting. He's a terrific piece for this group.
Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Joey Dorsey. And there's the feed to Barnes. Some nice passing by Golden State. And it's Curry.
Et voilà, Curry encore à 3 points. Il fait maintenant un écart de 13 points.
Great outside shooting fueling this run.
And the D is getting bombarded. They haven't been able to slow them down the least bit.
And Steph Curry with the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Nurkic, the pass to Barton. Screen by Fareed. Dishes to Foy. Sinks the three-pointer. Foy's got his second basket of the night.
Boy, such outstanding patience and decision-making for them offensively.
Absolutely. Their ball movement has been outstanding, and they're piling up the assists.
That finish brings me back to the old days, the silky smooth finger roll.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Plenty of daylight on that shot. Gallinari's got 4 this quarter.
Wow, he was just wide open there. That's way too easy.
Warriors leading by 10. Outside Curry. Kicks it to Green. Lets it go from deep. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. And that's now 11 points for Draymond.
Voilà, Green qui a 100% en shot et de 3 de ses 3 points qui sont dedans. Faute de Bogut, mais qui rentre quand même.
A great opportunity for a three-point play. Big group substitution here for Denver. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Smith comes in for Kenneth Fareed. Wilson Chandler's checked in for Gallinari. And it's Moutier in for Randy Foy. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Moutier. Tries again. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact and he'll shoot 2.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
Well, perhaps one of the most intriguing draft picks of this past summer, Emmanuel Moutier, can be a game-changing player. Was going to play, Clark, as you recall, at SMU for Larry Brown.
He sure was, and went overseas instead. So we don't know a ton about him other than his reputation is sterling. Now we'll see if he can live up to it.
Time out, quand Warriors.
Now a timeout called by Golden State.
Alors un match qui va bientôt arriver, c'est le match contre les laissez-moi voir comment il s'appelle. Ah oui, contre Cleveland. Donc Curry qui opposera LeBron James.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Warriors leading by 8. Looney passes to Covington to the inside, feeds to Barbosa. Hits the target from 18 feet.
And you know, with Moutier, you can't ignore what he does on the court. He has amazing size at the point guard spot, excellent vision, and is a natural playmaker for his squad.
Here's Barton. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Voilà donc une très bonne défense des Warriors qui vont donner 2 lancers francs pour Barbosa.
15th in free throw percentage, and he's in the top 20 in steals, bringing that focus and intensity at both ends.
You know, you mentioned how powerful he is on the board, going full throttle at both ends every play.
And Barbosa drops them both.
Alors depuis que je mène cette équipe, Curry n'a pas encore raté un seul lancer franc, ni Thompson. Et Barbosa. Barbosa qui s'est beaucoup amélioré cette saison. Peut mettre de sales 3 points comme celui-là. C'est qu'un 2 points.
1:16 left to play here in the half. The Nuggets shooting 59% up to this point. They're working for great shots, and they're hitting them. Here's Barton, and it's sent back by Spates. Here's Livingston. Moutier with the rebound.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
From 12 feet out, Chandler, no good. Warriors leading by 12. Here's Barbosa.
Voilà encore 2 lancers francs pour Barbosa qui allait mettre un petit 2 points. Premier dedans. Et le deuxième également.
It's been a good one for Barbosa. He has 8 points, and he's managed to get 4 of his points by way of the free throw line.
And Clark, that might not make the highlight reel, but those are important points nonetheless.
Golden State's gotten out from three-point land in the second quarter, going 4 of 5 from downtown. Livingston, that's good.
Wow, risky shot there size-wise, but the incredible skill that he possesses allows that one to go.
Well, the quick high release negated any height disadvantage he had right there.
Moutier, no good. And Golden State will go the other way with it. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
And in the last face-off again. These guys, they enjoyed a huge advantage in free throw percentage.
Yeah, it was really simple. I mean, you look at the numbers, they did a better job of knocking down the free throws.
Alors voilà, il reste 15 secondes, on va tenter un 3 points de Barbosa qui est le meilleur shotter du banc.
Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach.
Barbosa, et c'est dedans à 2 dixièmes de la fin.
That'll do it for the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everybody. Ernie Johnson here alongside Kenny, the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. We'll be looking back at the game's first half. The first half in Curry. He had 20 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist. He came into tonight following a tremendous performance last time out and looks eager for a repeat. Taking a look at the Warriors, Kenny, what'd you think?
Well, their field goal percentage is a number that jumps off the page. May I say it, Shaq-like?
That's a good one.
Seriously, they're incredibly efficient shooting the basketball, and I don't think they settle for any bad shots. And you're never going to go wrong with that strategy.
And, big fella, let's get your thoughts on the Nuggets.
Well, when you look at the opponent field goal percentage, that tells the whole story. They gave them way too many good looks. When they come out of the break, they got to play way tougher, Ernie. Get those hands up. Get in your opponent's face. Do something.
All right, that is going to wrap up our halftime report as it's just about time for the start of the third quarter.
Voilà, c'est reparti pour cette deuxième passe. À son effectif, il en a un point, suivi de Barbosa, Green, qui sont à 11 points tous les deux.
The first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. Really an incredible game from Stephen Curry.
And the thing I noticed most in that first half was his offense. He was not wasteful with his opportunities and also did a great job of converting with the chances he had.
I agree with you, Greg. Judicious shot selection. All of his looks were good looks.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Gallinari sits out there with 4. And it's Hickson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty to match.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. And it's blocked. And they're on the break. Pushing it up. Astaluni. Here's the 3. Denver grabs the miss.
Rare, you'll see him miss such an open look.
Moutier with the ball. Barbosa picks him up. And Hickson throws it down.
Tell you what, Kevin, they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
Clark, that deficit will go away quickly if he does.
And how about how he capped that one out? Almost like the 1-2 punch.
Here's Moutier. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. One-on-one fast break. Fires from 18. Barbosa for 3. And he gets it to go.
Voilà, donc bonne action de Barbosa, assist de Looney.
And when you allow shooters to get in a rhythm, then you're going to have problems because they can hit it even when you start to defend it. With intensity.
And so here's Denver after the Warriors pick up 3. That's good, and the Warrior lead is cut down now to just 12 points with the basket from Kenneth Faried.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
And you know, guys, a high energy post.
Alors voilà, donc il y a maintenant 14 points de différence. Le banc est quand même bien remonté. Voilà, time out Nuggets. Nous allons procéder à un petit changement côté Warriors.
Between every NBA fan is whether or not the age restriction is a good thing. Some want it increased, others want it gone altogether. You know, for me, it's a matter of whether or not you as a team feel that that player can make an impact on your roster.
Time called here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over. And there are arguments, Clark, on both sides for the NBA and the age restriction it has currently right now. Having one seems to have helped the level of play overall, but I think there's some improvements that can be made.
Yeah, with the D-League coming into its own, though, Kevin, the discussion has opened up again. NBA teams used to not have a place for high school players. The D-League could serve in that regard. Now,
alors voilà, donc Green, Stephen Curry, Bogut, Barnes et Thompson pour le 5 de base qui vient de rentrer.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
All right, let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
During that break, Coach Mike Malone had some words for his team. He made no mistake that their plan was to run their offense through Faried. Coach reminded them that he is supposed to be the key factor tonight, and he still wants to see that happen. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes.
Oh, voilà, bonne encore action de Harrison Barnes, assist de Thompson.
Guys, this one is threatening to get really ugly. And now they've chosen the full court man-to-man.
Alors pied sur Curry. Voilà, time out encore.
Timeout called the Warriors. Guys, you gotta love the versatility of Klay Thompson. He provides so much at that two-guard position.
Well, he can defend three positions, Kevin. And offensively, he does everything you want done from the two-guard spot. He can play with or without the ball.
And Thompson's certainly in the conversation for the best two-way shooting guard in basketball. There's really not much he doesn't do well.
Now here's Moutier. He's got 7, and now Curry running the floor all by himself. Fires from deep.
Curry à 3 points, c'est raté, encore malheureusement. Alors, je ne sais pas ce qu'il a ce match-ci, mais c'est pas terrible. Et Thompson qui va faire une faute sur lui.
Here's Moutier. The scoring numbers have been solid for him. He's averaging just under 14 points a game.
Excellent communication on the inbound play there, guys. He got in a good position, and the pass was as it needed to be, on time and on target.
Now here's Curry for the 3. Another miss by Curry.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play because
bonne défense des Warriors sur ce coup-ci. Curry à 3 points, boum!
15th shot attempt, he makes his 9th basket, shooting a healthy 60% tonight.
That's far too good a look to give them from behind the arc.
3 of their last 5.
Faute de Klay Thompson encore.
Has to react quicker. Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
Wilson Chandler's checked in for Denver. Can't hit. The Warriors go the other way with it.
Boy, the effort was there, but he just couldn't quite fight his way through traffic.
Outside, Green launches a 3. Denver grabs the miss. They'll be playing host to Miami for the next game. Foy dishes to Farid. Chandler kicks to Nurkic. That's short off the rim.
And good defense there to play up and get a hand in the face.
Well, he's got a tough mindset. He's confident as a defender. And when you combine those two things, it makes it real hard to score on him.
And he gets it to go.
There's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes in this defense.
Yeah, no doubt the defense had
voilà Green qui a été mettre un beau 3 points.
Now here's Moutier. 9 points in the game so far.
Alors les Nuggets qui patientent.
We've got 1:28 left in the third quarter.
2 points, ah non, raté cette fois-ci.
Warriors leading by 18. And Thompson kicks to Bogut.
Green sur Barnes, Barnes qui shot et c'est dedans. Alors voilà, c'est 6 dans les 3 dernières minutes écoulées.
Not sure if it's been by design or simply by accident, but either way, it has been impressive.
And Nurkic gets it to go.
Well executed possession. They controlled the shot, nicely done.
And here is Curry. 23 points in the game. Nurkic with the steal. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. For the Nuggets, Joey Dorsey's checked in for Nurkic. Jason Smith comes in for Kenneth Farid. And it's Will Barton in for Randy Ford.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
And Green with the basket on the assist.
Et voilà, Green encore pour 2 points. Alors Green qui est dans son match lui aussi. Voilà, faute de Stephen Curry. Faute sur interception, je précise.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
Guys, strictly in terms of their percentage,
de lancer Nuggets.
shooting has deteriorated a considerable amount since last season.
Well, free throw good for Moutier. J.J. Hickson, he's checked in for Jason Smith.
Voilà, donc il y a 20 points d'écart entre les deux équipes. Évidemment en faveur des Warriors. Green, 2 points, c'est raté.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And here's Chandler from the arc.
3 points ratés. Ah, tipping des Nuggets. Voilà. Donc 14 secondes, on va tenter un petit buzzer avec Mr. Curry. Voilà, donc faute pour récupérer la balle avant la fin de ce troisième quart.
Why you're fouling in a situation like that, you know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Curry.
Oh, Curry qui va mettre un de ses 3 points de fou. Voilà, donc 80 à 60, je ne sais plus combien, 61. On débute de ce quatrième quart.
Warriors leading by 19, and Golden State looking at who they've got. The Splash Brothers are the guards.
Bogut.
Barnes and Green are the forward set, and it's Bogut in at the center, locking down the middle. Moutier with the ball. Curry meets him. Hickson with the bucket.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it takes passing like that to get it done.
The Warriors shooting 71% all in all in this one. They've been brilliant offensively.
Voilà, donc 2 lancers Curry qui va les mettre tous les deux. Regardez. Curry qui a une moyenne de 83 aujourd'hui. Il a déjà eu des moyennes de 99 en lancers francs. Voilà, Curry, 2 sur 2.
Yeah, he's pretty much unflappable. He's level-headed and he puts his teammates first. That's what makes him a championship caliber superstar.
And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
And here's Green outside.
Et voilà, Green à 3 points. Green qui a mis 11 points en première mi-temps et 8 maintenant en deuxième.
Barton passes to Ford. And the dunk by Fareed.
And for a power forward, he can sure get up. I mean, because of that leaping ability, it kind of offsets his height disadvantage.
Curry shot is off. The Nuggets trail by 20. And Steph Curry with the foul. That will get him his fourth
Voilà,
foul.
timeout
Just picked up
Nuggets.
his fourth personal foul, and now he's got some foul trouble hanging over his head, guys.
Nous allons procéder à un changement des 5 de base pour la faire entrer en ce fin de match.
Yeah, and after a slow start, Kevin, to the year in the turnover department,
C'est parti.
Curry was able to slowly right the ship.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Now off the inbound, and Hickson throws it down.
You know, he might be small for a center, but it doesn't really matter because he can jump out of the building.
And Curry and his turnovers last year, a lot of it might have been getting used to a new system. But you can see he's also tightened up his play to reduce the giveaways.
Nuggets have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. Barton kicks to Ford. Drains the three-pointer.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They've got to get more intense.
And, you know, Curry knew turnovers were a problem. How about his mom even instituted a fine on him? And so anytime he has more than 3 in a game, he owes his mom $100 per turnover. You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
To the left wing. Just his first attempt. And Space with the basket on the assist.
Voilà, Space pour un petit 2 points. Je pense qu'il n'a pas mis beaucoup de points aujourd'hui.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Here's Hickson, and there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
cutting into that lead a little bit. Way to finish.
And the basket is still shaking.
Oh, I mean, he has got power in bunches on that two-hand.
To the left side wing, Looney. And that one's on target from the wing. Now 4. And it's slammed in by Fareed.
Making 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was ultra safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
And guys, as he should be, remove all doubt on that attack.
Barbosa kicks to Livingston. Back to Barbosa. Some nice passing by Golden State here. The shot by Looney, no good.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
Here's Fareed. Finish
Là,
off
2
the
points
break.
encore. Les Nuggets qui remontent en puissance ici.
The assist. I mean, he knew exactly where that bounce pass had to be to create that opportunity.
Hop là, Page, 2 points.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
The Nuggets trail by 15. Barton kicks to Hickson. Another shot. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it.
2-on-1 sur un petit tipping de numéro 7 des Nuggets.
Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Moutier is checked in for Barton. Here's Livingston. That's good again. His 7th basket.
Voilà, 2 points de
7 for
Livingston.
number 4.
Nous allons faire rentrer
We've got 148
le 5 de base.
and so they choose to intentionally foul. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Warriors.
You know, block shots, guys, a clear
Voilà,
indicator
donc
of the status
Curry,
of their excellent
Thompson,
defense.
Barnes, Green et Bogut.
Giving them no room to get off any shots.
And also, how about the points they've gotten in transition or on the fast break tonight? That's been a huge factor as well.
1:46 left to play here in the 4th. Here's Curry with the 3. Now the pass to Barnes. And here's Green outside. In it goes for the
Et voilà
inside
Green
and 10
qui va
drives.
mettre le 100e point
They are
des
not
Warriors.
hesitating, letting it fly from deep here.
C'est énorme.
And Greg, I have no problem.
Enfin, pas énorme pour un match
As a matter
NBA,
of
mais
fact,
énorme
I
pour
hate to
une
see
division
teams get
1
conservative with the
comme
lead.
chez nous.
As long as they're good shots,
Voilà, 2 points.
as long as they're falling, continue to take it. Guys, he shot a very good percentage today, and they've needed it.
Thompson inside the line. 10
Oh,
for
Thompson
Krabs
s'est
from this.
raté.
Hickson's got 5 rebounds tonight. Moutier dishes to 4. Out to Gallinari.
Alors la contre-attaque était arrêtée. Faute de Barnes sur le tir.
On the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Been a great game tonight for Gallinari. 9 points, and there's a nice number in his assist column as well.
It really has been, Clark. He's created a lot of open looks for his teammates. Very unselfish play from him today. And it looks like just playing the last
Oh,
one out.
sale, encore de Barnes, sale dunk.
Here for the Warriors.
Un
Every
360.
opportunity they managed to push the ball and keep the up-tempo game going.
And that produced great fruit for him in transition.
And so checking out the record for these guys tonight will mark win number 37 for them on the year.
And they cap off the season series with one more win. It's been nothing but W's, 4 straight.
Greg, we don't see conference opponents get swept very
Curry
often.
à 3 points pour Curry.
And what a huge
105-89 à 42 secondes de la fin
look at the energy he
de
brought
ce
on
match
offense. And it's easy
mené
to
par
see
les
why
Warriors.
He was a difference maker.
Down low, here's Moutier. And the layup is good.
Voilà, 2
Nicely
points
banked.
Nuggets.
And that's really using the double team against the defense there.
Alors il reste
Getting
plus
that
que
pinpoint
2
passing
possessions.
On
to attack.
its way from
Curry à 2 points, c'est
And
dedans.
there's the
107-91 à 25
I don't
secondes de la
wanna
fin.
say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. Plain and simple.
Voilà, donc on va faire encore une petite
The offense
possession.
has clearly kicked into gear. The question, though, is it just a little too late?
Curry,
Yeah, I think it may be,
c'est
Greg.
raté.
At least they're finally showing some
Voilà,
signs of
donc
life offensively.
de lancer Nuggets afin de récupérer la balle.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
There's the triple. No good.
A really good rebound in traffic. That's what the big fella's there for.
Voilà, victoire des Warriors contre les Nuggets dans un match mené largement par les Warriors. Le score étant de 107 à 95. Voilà, donc il y a encore un beau bilan pour les Warriors. Nous allons découvrir tout de suite l'émission d'après-match ainsi que le joueur du match.
Hey y'all, Ernie Johnson here along with Kenny Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome back for the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, Stephen Curry.
Voilà, Stephen Curry est le joueur du match MVP avec 33 points, 3 passes décisives et 5 rebonds. Nous allons tout de suite après analyser la feuille de match pour voir Green. Voilà, on regarde des petites actions de Stephen Curry.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And folks, that'll wrap it up for tonight. We hope you enjoyed the game. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Have a good evening.
Alors voilà, donc on a Curry avec 33 points, puis Curry suivi de Green qui a mis 22 points, Livington 14, Barbosa 14, Barnes 11 et Thompson seulement 5. Je vais m'intéresser aujourd'hui à Green qui a mis 6 de ses 7 3 points réussis, donc il a un total de 8 shots réussis sur 10. Oh voilà, ça devient un très bon joueur, mais ici qui ne fait pas un triple-double. Voilà, donc nous allons voir le prochain rendez-vous, c'est quand? Alors voilà, donc on va lire les petits commentaires des réseaux sociaux. Donc Steph Curry marque 33 points et donne la victoire aux Warriors sur les Nuggets. Voilà, ça fait 20 victoires d'affilée pour les Warriors. Ils font vraiment ce qu'ils veulent face à leur adversaire. Les Warriors continuent sur leur lancée en gagnant un 20e match de suite. Ça, c'est du show. Donc voilà, les Warriors ont maintenant une série de 20 victoires consécutives, 37 victoires à 2 défaites. Nous sommes premiers de toutes les divisions et des conférences. Alors on se retrouve aujourd'hui vers 13h15 pour le match contre les Lakers qui est à domicile. Ok, donc je regarde vite 2-3 petits... Voilà, donc regardez les affaires, les tarifs, le graphique. Voilà, donc nous sommes dans une bonne moyenne niveau argent dans le stade. Alors voilà, donc on aura un profit de 9 millions de dollars à la fin de cette saison. Donc on n'aura pas de perte pour une fois, car nous allons normalement recevoir une recette de 132 millions et seulement dépenser 123 millions. Alors voilà, merci à tous d'avoir suivi ce match contre les Nuggets. Donc comme je vous l'ai dit, on se retrouve à 13h15 pour le match contre les Lakers qui est chez les Warriors. Sur ce, bon appétit les midis. C'était Nathan Gwali pour NBA 2K TV.